when really ain't nothing wrong with them. They just not mature. They're just not mature enough to sit their ass down. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time here, my name is Ashley, and if you're returning, welcome back. So you guys, in this video we talked about a lot of things. I gave you guys my unsolicited opinion about the whole De'Ara and Ken debacle, and also a little extra to my 20-somethings or just women in general out there in relationships who are just going through some things, because I done been through it, girl. So if you guys want to see my thoughts, then just keep watching. Okay, girl, what's popping? I'm back. So let's get started with this little look. This is going to be a simple little look because I just want to talk to you guys. So somebody asked me what is like basically my opinion on, or my advice, yeah, basically my opinion on the whole De'Ara and Ken situation. This is a chit chat, get ready with me, by the way. I wanted to just come on and do that because I feel like it's still very relevant. Plus I like to do things that you guys suggest or ask me about, so let's do it. But I must give you guys like a little disclaimer. I'm just gonna talk, like I'm just gonna talk. So the disclaimer is I really do not like to talk about people's relationships publicly, because I just feel like it can come back on you. I really do. Like, and plus, like, nobody has a perfect relationship. I don't care what they portray online. And I just feel like I just don't want to ever be that person that's like up here preaching about somebody's relationship, and then next thing you know, there goes mine. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, it is embarrassing. So let's just get into it. And I really just wanted to show y'all my backdrop. I got a little Christmas tree over there. So, all right, now we can come in. Okay, so here's the deal. So if you don't know, De'Ara and Ken are a very, very, very popular YouTube couple. A black popular YouTube couple. And they have basically built their whole following on being a couple that people look up to and a brand together. I used to watch De'Ara and Ken's vlogs. See, that's just why I didn't send my daughter back to school. Somebody got COVID-19. So I did watch their vlogs at a point in time a couple years ago because they were doing a lot of travel vlogs, and I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, it was giving me a lot of motivation, and like it just really was cute how they would like really travel. Like, you really don't see black people like traveling like that, and it was very, very like luxurious. Okay, so I used to watch for that, and I stopped watching because it just was getting a little too like now Ken has found himself in a scandal, honey, because Ken was spotted out with like some chick. I guess she was a fan, because they said that the girl who he was spotted out with had liked a lot of De'Ara's pictures, and she had watched them as a couple for years and years and all this stuff. So supposedly they were at the same place at the same time, allegedly, and Ken like rubbed against her booty. Like, he took his hand and rubbed her booty, and I guess she said that none of that was supposed to happen, and that she didn't know Ken or didn't ever meet up with him before that night. And I guess this is what I'll say. Yeah, he rubbed on her booty. What else did he do? It was caught on camera. The whole act was caught on camera, okay? So this is problematic for a lot of reasons. Obviously, for one, it's very, very embarrassing for De'Ara, okay? Because De'Ara is like that girl, okay? De'Ara is very fashion forward. She gives off bad bitch vibes. And so that pushes the culture. And then, not to mention them as a couple, people obviously on YouTube look up to other couples. They just do. Like, there is a whole fan base dedicated to being a couple on YouTube. And it's very lucrative. It can be very lucrative for some people. So they fit that mold of kind of like the perfect little black young YouTube couple. Like the only ones to really, I mean, there are other couples, but they did that. Okay, just to give you a little background if you're not familiar with who they are. So with that said, here's my whole spiel. De'Ara and Ken met, I don't know how many years ago. They have been together a while, like longer than a lot of couples. And I think that Ken had a cheating scandal in the past. And I'm hearing on the back end that none of this is factual for me because, like I said, I have not been invested in their relationship at all. But I'm hearing on the back end that De'Ara also had a cheating scandal or something like that, and that might not be true. That's just what I heard. But when those things happen and you decide to get back with the person, or if you guys decide to have a clean slate, those things shouldn't really count going forward. But I don't feel that they are at the maturation to even, they might be because they have such big shoes to fill, but I don't think that at their age that they can truly let that stuff go, so to speak. I feel like it's just, there's so many factors, y'all. There are so many factors. There is the whole being rich, the whole like, when I first saw the video, I was like, Ken, like it was just such like, even though I'm not invested, I mean, this stuff was all over the blog sites, and it's like, really, Ken? Really? Like, as bad as De'Ara been looking lately? Bad in a good way. Like, what are you doing? It's almost like you see De'Ara, this perfect girl, like gorgeous, rich, beautiful, like it just doesn't make sense when you try to wrap your head around it. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the baddest of the bad get played. They do. They really truly do. And it just comes at a certain maturity like level when dudes stop doing this stuff. And I can't give you that age because I just feel like some people say that guys don't mature until they're like 35, 40, somewhere around there. I've even seen men cheat after that. So, you know, some people don't see it as cheating because it wasn't like sex, but we really don't know what went on behind the scenes. We don't know if they really truly never met before. We don't know, like the way he was so comfortable to touch this girl that's supposedly a fan and that you've never seen before gives me that he's done this plenty of times. Because I mean, why would you have ever been that bold unless there was like what, alcohol involved, in which case you can't just go around touching people. So I don't know the real truth behind that. Since then, they've both Ken posted like some long ass dissertation about how, you know, positivity and all this and that. Immediately after dudes cheat, they always like do that. They say they're gonna go to see a therapist. They do all that. They do all that. When really ain't nothing wrong with them. They just not mature. They're just not mature enough to sit their ass down. That's what it boils down to. So, and I only know that because I'm in my 30s. Like, I know the game. You know what I mean? And that, again, is the risk that De'Ara and Ken are taking by being such public figures. I'm sure they didn't ask for this lifestyle per se, but this is a lifestyle that they have. And I just think that, like, if you're gonna do things like this, can we be a little less sloppy about it? I think that's the biggest complaint from women is like, could y'all just be a little less sloppy about what y'all doing? Unless y'all just want to get caught or something, which I don't think you do, but okay. Advice that I would give to De'Ara. First of all, I feel like, Well, De'Ara is giving very unbothered vibes. So I know at some point she's going to have to address this, because this is like their bread and butter. Like, you can't just really like come back on YouTube, make a video and not address the elephant in the room. I mean, they really can't do that, because all their fans are gonna flood the comment section, and trolls are gonna flood the comment section with like, what is going on? And of course people probably want to see them, you know, get past this, but really realistically, I mean, it's at a point to where it's like, okay, you guys, how about y'all just chill for a second and figure out if this is even what y'all want, because he's stepping out. I've been told by other people that I will leave unnamed that De'Ara is already stepping out, or that she was already cheating on him or something. I don't know. But based off of the vibes, she's giving those vibes like, well, I still got work to do. I'm still posting my sponsorships. You know, I can't be worried about some bird right now. But we don't know what's going on in their home, and we shouldn't know. But again, they have a very public relationship. So it's like, girl, what you gonna do? The girlies want to know. I just don't think this is something that can just get pushed under the rug. My advice to De'Ara would be, girl, live your life. Girl, like, that boy ain't ready. That boy is not ready. That boy is being immature, selfish, and yeah, that's all I can call it. Because anywhere you go, Ken, y'all have millions and millions and millions of subscribers, followers. I wouldn't think that you would be able to go anywhere and just live low-key. Like, you're very, very out there. So you just was giving like, I don't really care vibes. And it wasn't just him and the girl. It was him, the girl, and then it was like another whole couple off to the side. So I'm like, you out here like you supposed to be here. Like, that's obviously where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the advice that I would give her would be to take your time and figure out, you know, whatever you want, because you could have whatever you want. I mean, look at you. You could have whatever you want. And for the people that are saying, well, you know, they must not be happy at home, or she's not keeping him happy, it don't have nothing to do with what a woman is or is not doing sometimes. Because you could literally be giving your man what he wants 6 days a week, and that one day that you don't, well, I just felt like you didn't love me, and you don't give me the attention that I want, and so that's why I contacted old girl. I done seen it all, heard it all, y'all. So a lot of things don't really surprise me. Like, you have to know that men are not mature. There are some men that are mature, but collectively, like, so expecting some crazy level of maturity is just like totally preposterous, because they cannot deliver that. And the more that we pressure them to live up to these expectations that we have in our heads, the more they want to rebel and do whatever they want to do, yet still come home to Miss Mama's. So I don't know if that said anything, but like I said, my advice to De'Ara would be, you don't have to deal with Ken's funny looking ass. You can really get with somebody else, and whoever she would get with would totally rock Ken's world, because they would have to be more way more established than Ken for it to really hit the way it's supposed to hit. I'll just keep it in a buck with y'all. Like, I'm not gonna sit up in here and sugarcoat a damn thing. Like, when you trying to get back with the get back, y'all know. Women know. Men, they cheat down. Women, we cheat up, baby. We cheat the fuck up. So my thing is, like, if that's what you want to be out here doing, then make sure you can handle what comes next, because when I get ready to do what I gotta do, it's not gonna be fair, it's not gonna be kind, it's not gonna be none of that. Like, you gonna feel it, especially if I decide to like get back with you. No, you gonna feel it. I'm gonna make sure that you feel it. And so I really don't get down with the whole, oh well, if you guys are gonna be doing that to each other, then no, they are in their 20s. When you are, let me get this together, because y'all not understanding. I had to take a little break before it got too deep, but this is what I want to say to women that think that you're supposed to just stand by a man while he grows through all these different phases that he grows through. You do not. Okay, that is your choice. And if you want to take a break from the situation and gather yourself and see what it is that you actually deserve, you are very much entitled to do so. And if a man tells you, because I saw this the other day, I forget where I saw it at, but this boy or this man told this girl, you know, oh, okay, I was watching a mukbang with Lovely Mimi and Seven. I don't know if you guys know who Seven is, but she is a former Bad Girl Club cast member, and she was basically saying, you know, her ex/baby daddy was telling her, oh well, you know, he would cheat on her repeatedly. And this, I'm talking about, this girl is beautiful. Okay, but he would tell her, like, you're supposed to grow with me through this, and you're supposed to stand by my side. If that is not the biggest crock of bull I have ever heard in my life, you do not. You are not married to these men. Okay, and that's a different conversation. But you do not have to stand by and let somebody repeatedly disrespect you. Okay, I'm not going to tell De'Ara she needs to leave Ken, but I am telling De'Ara from a place of love and, you know, my opinion, my guidance. Figure out what the problem is, first of all. And stop blaming yourselves for every damn thing, women. You cannot blame yourself because a man is not ready to commit fully to you. And selfishly, they want you, but they don't want you. If that makes sense. And be okay with hearing that, because a lot of us don't know how to just, a lot of times you think in your head you're very confident, you think you're a bad bitch, whatever, you just think it cannot happen to you, it won't happen to you, like he don't have no reason to cheat on me. There don't need to be a reason. Men do not mature at the same rate as women, and I don't think that we focus enough on that. But just because they don't mature at the same rate as women, there is a mutual respect that needs to be had in relationships in terms of how you carry the relationship when the other partner is not around. And this public display of infidelity, girl, listen, take some time to figure out what it is that you deserve, what it is that you want, if it's worth growing through with him, if the boy got some other issues, whatever it is. But I don't think that people should shame De'Ara if she decides to go back to Ken. She is a young girl. She's doing what young girls do. She is still in her 20s. I think they're in their very early 20s. So these are things that girls do when they're in their 20s, okay? But I do think it's important to know that this dude ain't the only dude on the planet. And while he may be pictured out with this other girl doing whatever, like, it's also important to know that she's not you. And that's your superpower, and that's what you need to know. The women don't ever lose when the man goes out and cheats on us. We don't lose. We feel like we've lost, but truthfully they lose, because they lose the good woman that actually stood by their side through some hard stuff, or or a lot of times, I mean, and it sucks because we feel like crap, because it's like, damn, I stuck it out with you this long, and I'll be damned if I let another chick like reap my blessings. But y'all gotta look past that and see that there's something better, and change things. If you are gonna move on, and try something new, don't go after the same thing that I mean, you can, but take your time. You know what I'm saying? Take your time with this dating thing. Really take your time, because it's so much more to dating than what I think that we think that it is. It's really a lot deeper. You're actually like willing, like you're signing up to share your time, your space, your body, your mental, your feelings, your emotions with a whole nother human being. And we don't focus on that in that way. We just think it's a joyride. Oh, free sex all the time. Like, nah, like you need to, no. Like for women anyways, it's way deeper than some damn free sex. And if you one of them girls that's just like, you just gotta do it all the time, girl, that's a whole nother basket of fries, because that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, I've literally had someone older than me tell me that they would never let their man leave the house without like basically sleeping with him first. And I'm just like, girl, if that man cannot keep it in his pants for 2 hours, I just don't see. I guess I'm just different in that way. Like, I don't, boy, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that's my problem, because you better be able to hold it together for 2 hours and come back here, and then you can get whatever it was that you was wanting. But what? Unless you have been deprived. Like, boy, I just don't feel like it's a woman's duty to like constantly be sexually pleasing. Like, that, ew. I guess that's just my inner feminist talking, because it's like, that's all it really is for these dudes. Like, it's just a nut, and it's just like, oh my God, what kind of animal species did you create, Lord Jesus? Because that's all them things want to do is score. Score, score, score. And want more. Okay, you guys, so that's it. That's the final look. Those are my final thoughts about the whole situation. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you are subscribed with your post notifications turned on so that you don't miss any uploads. Vlogmas is coming, girl. It's coming very quickly. I need to mentally prepare myself. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.